That's wrong.
It is. So many choices.
A little bit of a dig.
5.
I see possibilities.
Yeah, sure.
Because I think that when you live with a text for more than 50 years, when you live with it in every one of its versions, you know her biography as well as you know yours. You know the romantics, what they made them take and everything. You think, well, I think I can sing this one song.
Together this way, please, right here. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, right here, please. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, and everybody right here, please. Straight ahead, guys. Everybody right here.
I think it's the important thing. Number one is the emotion. The second important part is the human element. What makes us human? How can we stand and declare ourselves human? What does it take? Those are the real questions, and to question our role, that if it goes unanalyzed, unexamined, in changing nature, is a thing of horror. But if you actually reflect on your own role and forgiveness amongst families, and the passing of the pain from one generation to the other, things can heal.
One more time, guys, over here. There we go. There it is. That's magic in the winter.
And this way as well, right here, please.
I'm going to have one more for the box.
And anytime you can celebrate someone who's given so much, not only to you.
Straight ahead for Gotham. Perfect. And last one, straight ahead.
This movie is a love letter to many things, but it is a love letter to Neil Diamond. And Neil knew of the story. This is a real-life story, and he knew of it. And so, thankfully, gave us his catalogue to use. And I think his music just unites people. You see it on football fields. You see it all over the place. But you'll feel it when we've been with audiences watching the movie. The lyrics, the songs unite people, and that's what this story is really about, how we come together as a community.
And then looking right here. There we go. And one more time. Thank you.
I mean, I've been in a bunch of films, even musicals, but I've never seen extras so into it. People,
I don't know. Never Enough is pretty big.
Okay.
Never Enough. I mean, you can't get that one out of your head. But Neil's his anthems exist in people's most celebratory moments. It's weddings and bat mitzvahs, and it's sporting matches, and it's in film. It's been used in film in these moments when people are celebrating each other, and then at the same time, Neil's music, when you get into it, which I didn't until this movie, his lyrics can be so lonely and isolating, and yet the music he writes is connective. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a magic of his lyrics and his ability to write amazing, catchy songs that has created the Neil Diamond experience. And Lightning and Thunder were obsessed with Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
And so the movie kind of highlights the importance of fandom, and when you love someone so much and you want to honor them, even you'll do it through your own artistry. And I've had a couple Bellinis.
That is brilliant, man. Always a pleasure, sir. Good seeing you.
One more time. And then from Michael right here.
Everybody right here, please. Straight ahead right here, everybody.
Super special. I mean, I grew up in Brooklyn, and I said it in my speech. I went to movies here, and Manhattan was the special place to come, so to be honored in this city, which I still live here, so it's a major event for me. To the Metro Park.
Do you really have subway tokens?
Yes, of course.
But you carry them in your pocket in your
No,
wallet?
no, I can't use them, but I have them at home.
Right. Okay, thanks.
Here we go, everybody, right here. All right, right here. Everyone straight ahead.
Without the hands.
Really excited about the idea of working with him before I even knew anything about this film. And I'd been an admirer of Bruce's for a long time. It was all very exciting, but I wanted to make sure that I cried almost every night, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a tremendous. Right here, please. I think it's been such a long time now. But there was a particular sort of like 7-minute video that I've watched. But I think, you know, it's an honor. I mean, you know, for us to be recognized in this way, it was so much hard work put in by Scott, myself, Bruce, John, and I feel like it's a great opportunity for us to, you know, to honor the guys, to honor Bruce and John and the team that allowed us to, you know, tell the story, make this film.
And there's this beautiful trend, it seems, with Song Sung Blue and MJ coming out next year of these movies about some of our musical heroes.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a part of their canon?
I mean, it's huge. I'm a great fan of these films. I think it's no wonder why these films are so popular. We love these artists, and I feel like making these films is the best way to honor them, you know?
Also, a lot of our musical heroes are getting to an age of like that generation we've sort of lived with and the people that are making those movies. I think there's a whole sort of wellspring of 60s, 70s musicians that people are now looking and really honoring their work and what they've done. You know, for us, it's Neil Diamond. It's a different way through to his music. It's not his biopic, but it's sort of an honoring his legacy of music. But yeah, I think there is a whole new appreciation for music and movies.
I think the attention to the layers and layers of detail, it's also intentional. Everything is very specific and just rooted in something very serious, but at the same time it was so joyous, and it was so, we had a flow and we had momentum, and I never felt like we were mired down and searching for something.
He's down to the booth. Hi, how are you?
It means a lot, man. It's a very political film that comes from a moment where Brazil was in a very complicated time in terms of democracy. It's beautiful when a film can, you know, represent something and make especially Brazilians think about it.
Felt like I was getting to the Olympics, and so now it just feels like much fun. I'm here.
I mean, it feels a little surreal. I'm kind of have that mentality of keep your head low and just keep working. But to have a moment of looking back, and it feels pretty special. My mother immigrated to this country and worked at a drive-thru, and so to be able to be here, and it feels really nice.
Amazing! What a fabulous nominee. It feels so exciting. I came to the Gotham Awards a few years ago with friends, and I remember the fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh my God! I mean, I still don't think I've processed all the things that I feel having the film be out, but it feels fucking awesome. You spend years and years wanting a film to exist, and once it does, it's totally pinched me. It's amazing. I'm so grateful.
To do something that's been done like in such a rough way, 27 days of shooting, very low budget, does it feel extra special?
I think it does, yeah. When you really have limitations around what you're doing, it sort of makes you more creative in many ways, and I feel like when you dedicate yourself like that, it does feel extra special. When it's just a really small project, it does have that extra kind of magic to it when you get some love.
It means everything. My mom used to like cart me around. You know, I was a real like theater nerd and had a bunch of jobs and didn't get my license until I was 18. And she would drive me around and schlepp me, and it's just always been so tremendously supportive.
No, you know, I think we make these movies, obviously, and these projects because we love them so much. We love the art of storytelling, and also we want to reach audiences. And I think what these things mean sometimes is that you're just reaching more of an audience. So I think that validation, insofar as it enables you to reach
new folks that maybe wouldn't watch the movie otherwise. That feels special. And then, you know, to get to be here at events like this tonight, I get to see so many people that I admire, some people that I know, some people that I don't know. I get to tell them how much their work means to me. Like recently I met Park Chan-wook and I got to just gush to him, you know. Some of his films are the films that made me understand I wanted to make films. So that's such a tremendous gift to get to be in these spaces and say that.
I mean, it's an honor, you know, to be considered. You know, when we made the film, we had so much fun making it. From the time we started the whole process, we all knew it was going to be something special. So to see how it's resonated with everybody, how it's touched people, it means a lot.
I think it's that like there are less people and less you know, you have to take on more jobs on a film set if it's a small one. Like you end up bringing more than just your craft. You end up kind of helping facilitate other things, and I think that kind of collaboration can really breed just a really nice, warm, familial feeling.
As
so
we
it's
see in this
beautiful.
film.
Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling for sure.